Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're a first time watcher, glad to have you here. If you're a returning favorite, welcome on back. So as you can see, I do have a different setup for tonight. Special occasion. It is my annual Yankee Candle Halloween preview video. I've been doing this for the past few years. Of course, information gets tighter and tighter every year, right? But I still got some good stuff here. So yeah, Yankee Candle has released, and we're going to go over a lot. We're going to go over what Yankee Candle has released on their website, on their flyer, their bounce back coupon, and of course, some stuff that they haven't released. That's the fun stuff. So we'll get to that part. Let's get to the stuff that has been released. So I am releasing this video today is July 27th. That is 1 month to the day of Yankee Candle's Halloween collection 2022. So August 27th is when Yankee Candle is going to be releasing their Halloween collection in store and online. Now, in store, there's going to be some special promos. I haven't seen if they're going to correlate or translate to the website. In years past, they have not. So, August 27th only, you're going to have half off on Yankee Candle Halloween fragrances, right? So, there's 5 fragrances this year. There might be a curveball, which I don't think so, but we'll talk about that in here. I haven't heard of anything of a curveball, but we'll see. So Witch's Brew is coming back. Spooky Spider Cider is coming back. Haunted Hayride, Mystic Moon, and Jack-O-Lantern. Now, the big news coming out of that is that Paraffin Wax, the single wicks, essentially are dead when it comes to those 5 fragrances. They are going to be released this year in a few forms. Primarily the signature line. So they're going to be in the 2-wick signature tumblers. From what I hear, Witch's Brew is going to be released in both the tumbler signature as well as the jar signature, right? The one with the tapered top there. Now, the other thing that's coming out of that is we have 3 wicks, and I actually do have one of these 3 wicks here. So we have Witch's Brew here in a 3-wick in this awesome label, neon green reflective metal and the black wax, right? Smells like Witch's Brew. Let's see how it performs. Now, the signature jar should perform better than the standard paraffin single wick jars. That's true with most of the signatures there, but this is a 18-ounce 3-wick candle. I've never been a huge fan of this form because I feel like it's just too wide for 3 wicks, and the 5-wick candle has too many wicks in it, but this could have gotten away with a 4-wick, I think. Now, the wax in this is supposed to be the same wax as the signature line. I don't know, we'll see how that performs there, but this one is available, this format. Let me see here, get my notes. I should have done that before. Witch's Brew, Spooky Spider Cider is supposed to be coming in this, Mystic Moon, and Jack-O-Lantern. So if you want to get your hands on this right now, Macy's has this and 2 other ones. They have Mystic Moon and Jack-O-Lantern, and they're $24. So if you want to get your hands on that, and they are silver lids. I think the photo showed gold lids, but they're silver lids. Like I said, smells like Witch's Brew. Now, so that's out of the way there. And also, I just want to show this off here. I picked this up last year. This is one of the very original Witch's Brew tapers formats from the late 90s. Just absolutely glorious. Witch's Brew says double, toil and trouble, fire, burn, and cauldron bubble, right? That is the chant. I'm not even going to say the name of the play because it's bad luck. If you're in theater, you know the play you don't say. Sorcerer's concoctions boil in cauldrons thick with steamy patchouli mist. The patchouli flower blossom possesses mysterious power unknown to ordinary mortals. It is commonly used in magical potions, along with bones, eye of newt, toad, and spiders. There you go. Of course, we have the black. These were the days, man. These were the days of Yankee Candle. They were great times. Great times. All right, so the official Halloween website for Yankee Candle does say the theme this year is Halloween Cast Its Spell. And maybe that's a play on, and they're going heavy on the witch theming, the witch's brew theming for some stuff. And maybe that's because they know Hocus Pocus 2 is coming out, and they want to do a tie, their unofficial tie-in. I don't know, but Boney Bunch collection, right? Let's talk about this. This is the 15th anniversary of Boney Bunch. I know a lot of folks collect Boney Bunch. There are some real die-hard fans out there of Boney Bunch. This year, unfortunately, I think they just kind of phoned it in for the 15th anniversary. It is called the Boney Bunch Celebrations collection. The stuff here, it's like a wedding cake. It says happy birthday on it, or a birthday cake rather. There's like a bar on here. There's a few other things I'll talk about, but there's one of the candle holders that has like the deadly potions around it. I don't know. I think they ran out of ideas and they just kind of phoned it on in for that. I don't know, but it says to celebrate their 15th anniversary of Boney, the Boney Bunch are raising spirits with a party that'll tickle your bones. Say that for what it is. Now, what's also interesting, Yankee's having a Halloween preview on their website here, and you can actually purchase 3 different kinds of one pattern. It's a flicker pumpkin. You can go check it out. It's kind of mix of cutesy, fall, a little bit of scary, nothing too crazy. But so here's what the Halloween collection they describe it as, and this is where it's a little weird here. A flickering glow on a dark, spooky evening, the hint of something familiar and enchanting in the air. Halloween season is made for fragrance and candlelight. This year we are inspired by fall scents, enticing treats, and seasonal spirits. So we've created a Halloween collection that is frightfully fun. Soon you'll be able to browse our 2022 Halloween collection and find the spirited glow of Halloween-themed candle holders and scents of spiced pumpkin and apple. You'll discover room-filling fragrances that'll trick and treat the senses. And here we go. From notes of candy corn. I have not heard about candy corn coming back. Now, candy corn, if it comes back, it's either going to be a surprise, because I haven't heard about it, or it's going to be like in like one of those triple scented 2-wick tumblers. I don't know. To undertones of an enchanted moon, right? Mystic moon, we got that. Whether you're in the mood for bewitching concoctions or spooky, silly fun, this Halloween season, light a large tumbler candle, right? That's going to be the signature. And here we go. So this seems to confirm we are going to be getting some votives, or a sea of samplers votive candles from the 2022 Halloween collection. Enjoy whatever the evening brings to your door, right? So those are kind of paraffin. So sounds like we are going to be getting some votives this year, which has always been a annoying thing because they release Halloween accessories that for votives and for tea lights, and they never release. It's silly. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. Let's talk about the other stuff here. Let's talk about the fun stuff here. So Phantasmagoria, right? That was that collection that came out last year. It had like the red rose, the black rose, the skeleton in the bubble bath. It was kind of like, sort of like a mix. I don't really know what it was. But it's back this year, and they're calling it Phantasmagoria 2.0. There is a, so I don't understand. So there is a Illumilid that's coming out. I've heard the single wicks for Halloween are not coming out in jars, so I don't know what you're going to use it on. I guess you're using a fall scent. Okay, there is a a skull hand jar holder. Okay, that looks pretty neat. And I do have pictures here and stuff, but I'm just going to describe to you what I'm seeing here. There is a votive holder that is the red rose with the skeleton hand holding it, so there's a rose in there. There is a Phantasmagoria collection of a skeleton with a bottle of poison, it says here, pouring into a glass jar that holds a votive in it there. There is a black rose I think it could be the taper holder. It could be a tea light holder. It's not really specific from here, but it's the black rose with the hand holding it there. There's a jar holder, Phantasmagoria jar holder. It's the skeleton with a crown of red roses there. There is a lantern that's on one of the coupons there. It is a skeleton with a rose on the red and black rose on the bottom. It's pretty neat, actually. Black and red rose on the bottom with a skeleton hand holding a little lantern. In that lantern, you would put a tea light in there. And then we have, so continuing on the little Phantasmagoria skeleton and bubble bath in the coffin. It was pretty neat accessory last year. In the coffin last year. We have looks like one's getting proposed to. There is a skeleton in a tuck down on his knees, and a skeleton in a bride's outfit, in a white bride's gown, right? With a crown of roses on it, looks like. Looks like that's a tea light holder. Yeah, it's a tea light holder here. And then you got ones that are playing cards. So one with the top hat on, and again with the crown of roses, they're playing cards. Another tea light holder there. So that's the Phantasmagoria 2.0 collection. Let's move into another one here. The Spooky Friends, right? So remember last year we had the triumphant return of Sophia, and I had hinted that Sophia was coming back again this year. She's coming back in 2 forms. And so think the same construction last year, right? So think the resin construction with a votive holder, okay? But we have Witch Sophia. She's she's next to, rather, a cauldron, a Witch's Brew cauldron, just say Witch's Brew on it, and it's bubbling over green, right? So again, theming, great on this, okay? The green theme all over for that. And she's a purple witch, and she's holding a potion book or a spell book, what have you there. And then we have another one. This is kind of silly. She's standing on a pumpkin, and she's shaking a shaker, a alcoholic mixer shaker there, and there's a martini glass with a tea light holder there. So that's kind of silly to me, but that Witch's Brew one, definitely coming home with me. Definitely gonna buy that. All right, and then we also have, now this was pretty cool. It is similar to the Witch's Brew accessory with Sophia, right? But it's a jar holder, so it's gonna be good size. And I don't know if it's gonna be the price with purchase. I haven't heard if there is a price with purchase this year. If there is, it's either gonna be this one or another accessory I'm gonna tell you about. But this is a Witch's Brew cauldron. The green bubbles are boiling over. It says Witch's Brew on it, has a broomstick, has a purple hat, and has a giant spider web on the side there. And again, all of these, like we've seen in the years past, they might not get produced, right? But this is what I'm seeing. I know we had the 2 things that did not get produced, the little cauldrons, the candle cauldrons last year or the year before. Huge bummer, because they were going to sell. They were going to sell. All right, so we have that. So here's the big news that I think a lot of people are going to be happy. So remember last year I posted on my Instagram, I went to Yankee Candle outlet, and in that outlet on the same Halloween launch day or so, I posted Hurricane, posted a couple other accessories, but this pattern, okay, you guys went nuts for it. Everyone went crazy for it. It was a outlet exclusive as well as a Deerfield exclusive. So this tumbler, this pattern, at least in the large jar Hurricane, is coming back. Should be nationwide, should be online. You should not have trouble finding it. So all those folks who are scalping it on eBay and selling it for an exorbitant amount of money, they might be a little heartbroken to hear that it's coming back. So you guys know what I'm talking about. It's the forest scene, and it's tricolor. It's blue on top, orange in the middle, and then black. I'll post it on my Instagram again, and it's got like the kids around it with the witch, and on the bottom there's these cutouts of pumpkins in the black there. That's coming back. So if you missed out on it last year, don't fret. It's here. All right. So remember the spooky friends, right? We had the little cute pumpkin. We had the ghost. We had a mummy. We had the black cat, right? This year it's a little different. I don't know if they tentatively retired Mr. Frankie, the Frankenstein. That was a cute little guy. But I don't see him in any of this stuff this year. Again, this is not everything that's coming out. There's a lot more coming out, but this is just a small fraction of what I pretty much know is coming out. But they replaced it with an owl. You know, it's a cute little owl with the crescent moon on his tummy. We've seen that before. So there's a 3-pack of the owl, the pumpkin, and then the ghost there. Remember that ghost pumpkin jar holder from last year, or pumpkin, the jack-o'-lantern jar holder from last year. So it was orange. He was kind of playful, funny. He's coming back. It looks like he's got a little different facial expression, but so he might be the price with purchase if they're doing it this year. I have no clue if they're doing the price with purchase. That stuff usually rolls out sooner or quicker, closer to the launch. But it's probably either be one of those if they're doing it there. And of course we have the votive tea light holder of the ghost again. He's back. There is another Illumilid with the pumpkin, ghost, and owl on it going all the way around. And then there's the other theme of jars, hurricanes, whatnot, of owl and a pumpkin, kind of retro vintage look, which is pretty cool there. And then the last thing I just want to talk about is the Boney bunch. I don't know. Last year's theme of Carnival was really great, or whatever they called that theme last year. I really enjoyed it, even though it was very close to 2019, right? But then you got the Boney bunch, getting married, having cake. I don't know if it's a great 15th anniversary collection for me. Now, I'm not a heavy collector, right? Of that stuff. I only buy the Boney bunch if the theme appeals to me. And so far, the only 2 themes that have really appealed to me were 2019, which was like the Freak Show, I think they were calling it. And then last year, Boney Carnival collection. The year before that, right, we had the tone deaf a little bit, right? It was the Asylum collection, with the hospital right in the middle of the pandemic, and there was an ambulance. Yeah, little out there for that in 2021 or 2000. That was 2020's collection. No, yeah, they decided stuff a year in advance. Okay, at least a year in advance. So they had no clue that there was a pandemic coming and what was about to happen to the world. So it was either release it, because they probably had already started producing this stuff by March, when we had shut down. And if you're going to release it 4 months later, it's hard. Do you take the hit? Do you lose the money, or do you produce it and shake off any backlash that you might get, right? So anyhow, that is what I have for you for my annual Halloween Yankee Candle Halloween preview video. If you have any questions, I can try to answer them about stuff, but that's what I know so far. If more stuff obviously comes to light, I'll share with you either here or my Instagram, but that's what we have. So what do you think? You think it's gonna be a good year for Yankee Candle Halloween? I can tell you right now, I love this guy. By the way, I picked him up tonight from Home Depot. I have another one on the way in. So I hope you've enjoyed this little set. I think it's kind of cool, creepy. But yeah, I know some folks want me to, when I'm reviewing like the Kringle Candle Halloween, they want more of a white light in front of me here to see the labels, and I will absolutely try my best to do that. But since I wasn't really showing any products, and I felt like this was kind of cool. So that's what I have for you, and I don't know what I was saying before that, but thanks for watching, and thanks for your continued support year after year of the channel, and talk to you soon. Stay safe out there.